People, good news here. DK has had his MRI, and I'm going to call it the best case scenario at this point. With the things that we saw and the things that we heard last night, I'm going to call this pretty much the best case scenario. So, good news. The news, I'm not going to say it's completely good because bottom line is he may miss some time, but nothing disastrous, no surgery, which is obviously the big one, and it seems like we dodged the worst. So we got this tweet from Brady Henderson. DK Metcalf won't need surgery, according to Pete Carroll. He got a great report this morning. He hurt his patellar tendon some, and overall, he sounded relieved, which is the big one. He sounds like we dodged the worst, and obviously no surgery. That was the fear. There were a couple of Twitter doctors and a couple of doctors just in general who were watching the game who thought they saw his ACL go. Didn't happen. He hurt his patellar tendon some. Now, what exactly that means is up in the air. We don't know. My understanding is that he's probably week to week. Metcalf said he wanted to practice on Wednesday, but Carroll said that's probably not going to happen, so that's wishful thinking on Metcalf's part. But it shows how eager he is to get back out there and how he's in good spirits. And Brady Henderson would go on to say that Carroll was with Metcalf in the training room and he's really positive about it. He's got a good attitude about where things are, so he doesn't sound like he thinks the season is over or anything like that, or he's going to be out a super long period of time. You had Corbin Smith chime in saying that the timeline remains uncertain for this patellar tendon knee injury, but it sounds like he's week to week. If I had to guess what we're looking at here, I'd say week to week. He will probably miss a game or two. I think that's a reasonable bet at this point, which that's still bad news. Like, you want him out there as much as you can. You want him out there to at least take the defense's attention because he is one of the best receivers in the league at drawing that safety over the top. So it's not good for him to miss any time, but it sounds like he's not going to miss that much time. Now, when you're talking about a patellar tendon, you always have to be a little scared of what could come because it can get worse. Things can go unexpectedly bad with it, but it looks like good news. So Metcalf has an injury in his knee, the patellar tendon, but no surgery, and it seems like he's got a really good chance to come back sooner rather than later. So, hey, a lot of things right now happening in the Seahawks world is good news. I'd call this more good news. It's not good news to have Metcalf out for any period of time, but given where we could be right now with, him being out a month, him being out for the rest of the season, both those things were on the table after what we saw yesterday. To have that not be the case, it's a relief. All right. See you guys later. Go Hawks. Had to get out a quick video about this one because it's so big, but Metcalf looks like he's going to be okay and will be back sooner rather than later. See ya.